the longer the Pete Alonso sweepstakes or lack thereof goes on, you start to feel like he'll end up back on the Mets. And I wouldn't be opposed to, if I'm the Mets, bringing him back on maybe like a 1-year prove-it deal. Now, I understand that he essentially played that 1-year prove-it deal last year, and it didn't work out. But when you look back on the season, like the numbers would suggest like he wasn't as bad as we thought in real time. 34 home runs, drove in 88 runs. Now, his problem, too, was like he, in big spots, struggled with runners in scoring position, and sometimes those numbers can be a little bit misleading. But if that's the worst you're getting from Pete Alonso, I don't think it's all that bad. Now, it doesn't necessarily translate into giving him, especially at first base, not a great first baseman, it doesn't translate into giving him a big-time contract. But if I'm the Mets, I would bring him back. Again, it has to be at a number I feel comfortable with, or it's a 1-year prove-it deal where you just, pay him big-time money just to see what he can do. But I just feel like we're trending toward him staying with the Mets. Doesn't feel like there's that much of a market for him. And for the Mets, having that power hitter in your lineup behind a Juan Soto, and Francisco Lindor, like you could have a big time offense. Like if this guy just finds it, let's just say he struggled because the stakes were too high. And now that doesn't make you feel great, about getting back into a relationship with him. But let's just say last year the contract weighed heavy on him. And you know what also hurts Pete? The fact that you juxtapose how he dealt with the contract situation and the lack of production with, in 2 of the last 3 years, we saw Yankees have career seasons in the final years of their contract, with Judge winning an MVP and with Soto finishing third in league MVP. Doesn't make Pete Alonso look all that good. But if you can get somewhere close to what he has been over the course of his prime with the Mets next season, put him in that lineup, that could be, just a lethal offense. McNeil having a better year. Still got Vientos. Nimmo getting back to what he was. And, of course, Lindor, who I thought could have won the MVP last year, and now the addition of Juan Soto. I would be fascinated by him playing with those guys. Again, has to be at a number you feel comfortable with. He's going to be 30, doesn't play first base very well. And you do become alarmed by the fact that this guy really couldn't deliver. Oh, he did in the playoffs, but over the course of the regular season, couldn't deliver because of the pressure of that contract. But I just feel like the longer this goes on, him going back to the Mets makes a lot of sense, and we should see something happen over the next couple of weeks or so.